Where's the intro?
Coming up on this exciting episode of the Angry Geek Show.
Dingleberry!
Comic books stacked, games on the screen, talking about the heroes and the ones in between. From Gotham to the stars, through the multiverse they go. It's Nerd Life Loud on the Angry Geek Show. They're angry, they're geeky, they're breaking it down. From cosplay queens to legends in town. Grab your popcorn, let your fandom flow. It's time to tune in to the Angry Geek Show. Superman debates, Boba Fett's jetpack. Marvel versus DC, no holding back. Con floor interviews, hot takes they throw. They'll nerd out with you on the Angry Geek Show. They're angry, they're geeky, they're breaking it down. Legends, creators, the best all around. Grab your Funko, your lightsaber glow. It's time to tune in to the Angry Geek Show. From horror flicks to retro toys, geek girls, geek guys making all the noise. With passion and heart, they're running the game. If you're part of the tribe, you're part of the flame. They're angry, they're geeky, they're breaking it down. Fandom united in every town. Con to con, let the good vibes grow. All hail the kingdom of the Angry Geek Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to this week's episode, and hey, guess what?
What?
Facebook's not letting me share again.
So Voight said that you had it as private only, so you have to change the settings on your ends on your Facebook.
It's not letting me. It's not letting me. Not letting me at all. And I tried. So, I don't know. I don't know. But I just posted, I copied the link and I posted it. So
Facebook is for hello.
Yes, I know.
I can't pull up the comments. It's not letting me. You're gonna have to be manning that.
My God. Anyway, we got a whole bunch of comments right here. Look at that. And we got Sophia's now streaming live, and Void is yes. Hello there, everyone. And Mango is in the house, yes. And Tyler is in the house.
Hello,
And, yeah.
hello.
Yeah, we're trying to do platforms tonight because
That animation is kind of slow.
I know. Oh my God, Facebook is fired. Yes, for sure it is. Anyway, how was your fourth? Was your fourth good? We hung out again. We rock and rolled on the radio. We had a great time on the radio. It was perfect.
Yeah, we had fun.
Had a blast. Yeah, no, it was fun. It was wicked fun, man. The river is just amazing. Now you see, it says 2 shares on Facebook, but I don't know. Our guest is very special.
Facebook is going.
Huh? Yeah, I know. But it's on YouTube. It's everywhere else. So just make sure we watch it. Anyway, our guest is gone. Where did she go?
I don't know.
All right. Well, hopefully she comes back. Anyway, special time this past week. We had a blast on the river once again for Nerd Wars.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
I can't thank them guys enough. And it's just, it was just an amazing time.
I got a dingleberry.
You got a dingleberry? We got to fix this. And Donald says dingleberry.
Dingleberry.
And what is this one? We got another one.
Oh,
this river. Hello.
The UK.
From the UK. Hello.
I love futuristic peoples my friend.
Future, yes, I know. Show all comments. And, Angry Geeks. All right, so you know what? Without further ado, let's get her on here.
Yes.
If you want to murder somebody.
Oh
Well, no, seriously. Now, because like Rose, now, Sophia, you met Rose many times. You're part of the family. You know. She watches a lot of murder shows, and Rose is even interested in tonight's guest. If you
yeah.
want to murder somebody and get away with it, this is the person that you got to talk to. Now, I always say you want to murder somebody, you want to get away with it. You watch the murder shows, and I do that, and I'm like, well, how come they didn't do this? How come they didn't do this? Well, this is the person that you talk to, because not only does she write books about it, but she talks about it. She goes to she's like the grand poobah of murder stuff. She goes and she like talks about it. She goes to, like, you know how I go up and talk about comic books and talk about
Yes.
movies and
Yes.
stuff like that. She does it about murders.
That's awesome.
Kind of it is kind of awesome, yeah. But it's also kind of wild. So without further ado, we're gonna bring in. I for some reason I got Tabby in my head because I think it's from Joe McDonald. But without further ado, we're gonna bring in the one and only Tabitha Winters. Well, hello.
Hello.
I'm so excited.
I have a question.
Yes.
Your lips are not as red as they are on your website.
I know, right? It's kind of a
Yes.
bummer.
I know. I know. So why is that?
I think to get that particular shade of red, I have to take a certain number of souls, and it's just been a really slow week.
See, I told you, murderer. I told you, a significant number of souls, and Ben comes in. All right, we're gonna be really slow on the comments tonight. Like I said, we are using
A different platform.
a different platform. We're trying this out. This platform gave us a deal. It got a lot of bells and whistles, but we're having some issues here. But yeah, so
Mhm.
so Tabby, let me ask you a question. Why murder? What brought you into this world? And please tell me it was Joe. Please tell me you met Joe and you wanted to kill him. Why?
Well, actually, I work in forensic psychology, so I work with murderers. That's actually where that's where I got my start. So I was that ridiculous kid getting her bachelor's who was like, yeah, I'd like to go, meet some murderers. I want to do that. So that's me. Yeah. So I work for the state, and I do forensic evaluations for people. So I get to hear some really fun and wild stuff. And one day I just thought, I think I should write some of these down. They're kind of fun. And it is true. Joe is actually very instrumental because I had written a very short story, and I said, hey, pretty sure this could line a hamster cage, so let's try. And he was very kind about it. So there you
He's
go.
very excited about your book.
I'm so excited. He's excited. Like, wow.
Okay, so let's get to the trailer for the book. Not many. I mean, I seen a lot now.
Speaking of Joe.
Speaking of Joe, what's up, brother? How you doing? Hey, bro, see if you could share this for us, because my Facebook is giving me some problems with sharing lately, and the event was made public, and I don't know why it's not. So please share this. So I seen graphic novels, I seen Kickstarters, I seen comics, I seen a whole bunch of stuff with trailers. You have a book with a trailer. This is what got Sophia's attention.
Yes.
And Sophia said, we got to get her on, no matter what. Now, Joe was advocating. Joe's like, you got to get her on. You got to get her on. And Sophia saw it and said,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to read that. Yes.
What went into making the trailer for this? Because that is a super selling point for this book, for this novel. For both of them. So I want to know, how did it come about? Whose idea was it to make this trailer? Who directed it? Was it your brainchild? I want to know where it came from, and then we're going to get more into the book, but I want to know about the trailer first.
Sure. So I'm a big comic book person like you guys, and I love movies. I love horror. So I'm a very visual kind of writer. And I have a little social media manager, LD. She's fantastic, and she said, it's so funny because both books were written, but I hadn't put them out yet. And she's like, we've got to get to Deception. It's going to have the most amazing trailer. She's like, I can hear the music in my head. I can see the carnival scene. She's like, this is so cool. And we just kind of started swapping ideas back and forth. And she made that just completely captured it. And I was like, oh, this is so good. Like, thank you. So she's kind of like the brains behind it. She's so good at visual stuff, and she just kind of like went through the book and went, oh this, oh this, oh that, and actually there's a whole big sequence in the book that she read and she was like, that's not gory enough. She's like, it needs to be worse, and I'm like, you got it. So.
Well, I mean, Joe explained to me one scene in the book, and not to give anything away, because I want people to go out there. I want people to read the book. I want people to contact you, send you the book so you can autograph it for them. We're gonna get to that in a minute. But Joe was telling me this kind of relationship that I have with Joe. He was telling me, oh, and then one scene in the book that
No spoilers.
yeah. No, I'm
No.
just saying. I'm just saying. Well, Joe spoiled it for me, so you
No
can blame
spoilers.
Joe McDonald.
No.
He was like, and then she took the guy's member and shoved it down his throat. I'm
You're-
like, what, Joe? What are you doing? What? And
Spoiler.
lady, what the hell kind of person are you? Did that? Elaborate on that, please. What kind of brain do you have?
So I think the problem is, I mean, if I could, if I could go for problems here, I think the problem is I spend all of my time with people who have either killed people or have been traumatized or something like that, because that's what I do for fun. So I have these massive, hideous nightmares all the time. I'm releasing short stories this month, like one a week, because my nightmares are really rough lately. So, but I have these awful things and I'm suddenly like, oh, I got to write that down. So yeah, sometimes that's kind of what happens. And then I'll think to myself, I actually wrote one thing that happened. And when I finished, I said, oh, what is wrong with me? Like, that is horrible.
I mean, you're like our Sophia. You're such a bubbly person, but like I'm like hearing this stuff. I'm like, "Eee, stranger danger." What the hell? What's the most grotesque thing that you have written besides what I just gave away?
I'm gonna go with the mass murder of infants.
Whoa.
What?
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Spin that wheel, baby. Let's go.
And, what possessed you to write that?
It makes sense plot wise. All right. Follow
Gotta
me
read the
here.
book. Gotta read the book.
So it's important to what's happening for you to kind of get like, wow, this is why this is so bad. But it's I will say I had two people, Joe included, who said he actually thrust the book away from him. So that was kind of cool.
Okay.
I was like, all right. Yeah, Sophia and I, we're channeling each other here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of scary because I spend time with that.
Look, the closer you are to the monster, the safer you are. Trust me on this.
Well, the thing is, I mean, and like, what was it? Not this weekend, but next weekend, she'll be here in the same house the entire weekend with my wife. So I got two serial killers in the house with me.
I do embrace Harley Quinn, so
Yeah.
Ooh, there you go.
No,
You're a brave man.
All
we got
right,
some
so
comments.
yes, Guy says that he's intrigued, and
Yes.
Thirsty Blade God
He's in
says
Canada.
good evening.
Captain Canada.
Oh, he's from Canadian, eh?
Thirsty.
And yeah, and Joe comes back and he says that he knows. Yeah, it's just insane that my lord. So this is the second book that's coming out. With the first book, what was the family's reaction? What was friends' reaction besides the one that helped you when you wrote the book? Did you tell them that you were writing the book first, or did you wait till the book was done and go, "I did something"? Hey! What was the reaction, and how did you first unveil it to loved
Well,
ones?
certain people I gave, like Joe, I gave chapters to just to get some feedback and kind of figure out where we were going. And then I finally had like a finished package and I let a couple of people read it. And honestly, I thought that was it. I figured they'd kind of give me the like, oh, you sweet thing kind of tap, where you're just like, oh, you're just like, oh, bless your heart, darling, you're fine, and just maybe give me like a sticker. I don't know. I was like, thanks. But it was kind of cool. They kind of said, well, what happens next? And I was like, oh, I hadn't thought of that. Like, I was like, oh, all right, let's try. So I figured, all right, I'll do that. And then, so I did the second book, and it's weird because I've actually written like 15 of them. There's like this weird arc that I'm working on. It's bizarre. I don't know. And my social media gal, because it's Summerween, was like, here's an idea. She's like, take the characters and put them in wild horror movies, like wild horror stories, and just go crazy with it. So that's what we ended up doing for July. So I kind of try to listen to the people who are giving me some feedback. And if they kind of go, you know what, make it a little more crazy, I'm like, sure. I mean, I got a whole box of crazy around here. Don't worry, I got it.
Welcome to our show.
Guy has a question.
Guy has a question, and
I can't pull up the comments this week. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, no. I love carnivals and clowns. Will,
Ooh.
I like the book.
Do you also enjoy when they become violent, aggressive, and somewhat homicidal?
It sounds like Insane Clown Posse to me.
So, check. You're gonna love this. Like, it'll be a blast.
All right, Joe McDonald says, "Awesome, right?"
And then Mango and Jonas have posted the website.
Yes. Oh.
Thank you.
Yes, very much. Yeah, we're going to get to the website at the end. And the website is also in the description of this episode. So please go down through the doobly-doo and you can click on that. You can actually go to Tabby's website and actually go to the Amazon link and get the Kindle. So, Guy also says, I'm in clown blood. So, what influenced you to get into your line of work? Now, we know that your line of work influenced you to write the book, but what influenced you to get into the line of work?
So I think part of it is, just we live in a difficult world, right? Mm-hmm. And I like to help people as much as I honestly lost track of how many people I killed in deception. So sorry, everybody. But
good thing you said that, because when you said the title of the book, because if you didn't, I was, yeah. All right, we're gonna segue into that question, but first, let's finish the first one. How did you get into your line of work? What influenced that besides helping people? Okay, and then we're gonna ask this question. Then I'm gonna give the floor to Sophia so she can ask questions. And she went away again. Mike,
I think disconnected by accident.
Yeah, I think she did, but she'll be back. What? So, Sophia, what are you thinking about this right now?
I want the book. I definitely want the book.
I definitely want the book too. So I think she's backtracking her steps.
You scared her.
No, she's scaring me. Okay, so first, really quick.
Yes.
What was the influences for you to get into the work besides helping people?
So I definitely like people, but I also really love the way their brains work. I'm a crazy CBT person. I love behaviorism. I love neurology. And some of the stuff that I found is just, what changes, for an example, with a brain injury, and I really enjoy kind of like the dark corners of psychology, let's say, that's just something I've always really enjoyed. So I found a way to actually work with it, which was really great. And I really like it because I feel like everyone honestly deserves care and everyone deserves help regardless of, what kind of resources they have. So I feel like it's important that I give every patient the best, the best help I can possibly give them. So I'm always learning and I'm always looking at new stuff, which honestly, if the FBI keeps checking my browser history, I'm probably getting arrested. So, sorry.
Okay. So Joe McDonald has come in and said that a whole lot that the Punisher has a similar body count, and then comes back and says that, in all fairness, she is a major help and influence on her last book, on his last book, and he could not have done it without her, meaning
That's
you.
awesome.
Oh.
Sweet. Aw.
Okay, so how many people do you think you killed in your last book?
Oh boy. I have to be honest, I had to start taking a tally because there were so many that I was like, oh damn, I already killed that guy. I was like, oh shoot. Like, that's what happens. Yeah, if you set a homicidal maniac loose in a really good situation, you kind of got to expect some homicide, guys. That's just the way it goes. So, it's like the first book, Dissonance, we have less kills because it's more of like a team builder and more of a mystery. The second book just kind of goes gung-ho into it.
Okay, all right. So, who is your favorite homicidal maniac?
Oh, in the books or like in like the world? Like,
In the world, in pop culture,
oh,
who is your favorite homicidal maniac?
I think probably my very favorite has to be I would say the Joker, but it has to be the Frank Miller Joker.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah,
Favorite.
that's
Okay.
Hmm.
Sophia, think of some questions. Favorite kill.
ooh, that's a tough one. I would say my personal favorite kill was what happens to one of the interns in the counseling center.
Ooh. Okay.
Mhm.
Definitely want this book ASAP.
Yeah, that's definitely my favorite kill. I've seen some really. I have to be honest though, I'm a huge fan of like B-movie horror, and I love deaths that make literally no sense, and they're
Yeah,
just like, you know what I mean, where they like kill the lady with a deli slicer, and you're just like, seriously, guys?
I love that too.
That's-
Like the 80s slashers, like ridiculous death.
Yes. Oh
Kitty,
my god, they're the best. Oh my. Oh. That's so cute.
And there's the show.
excuse me.
Uh,
Somewhere
Ben
there's a Cats OnlyFans that is so happy right now.
Yeah,
Did
but
you just say cats only? Ben Hellman comes in. Ben is a huge Angry Geeks fan. We love Ben to death. Ben says, "Who is your favorite in the horror world?" Ooh,
Ooh. I mean, I think it's kind of hard because I love Clive Barker.
okay.
He's just super fun. I mean, obviously Stephen King. I think everybody likes Stephen King. But I want to give a shout out to that one guy who wrote a weird Nickelodeon short where a tape recorder ate a guy because I have been thinking about it since I was a child. So thank you.
interesting.
Ugh. Yeah.
Okay.
It's awful. Every now and then when I'm like, I get really stuck, I'll just think of that particular clip and I'm like, that man has ruined my life. I love him.
I'm speechless because I don't even remember that.
I
There's
will find it.
Thirsty Blade God says, "Will you have to watch Novocaine over the top killings?"
Dude, that is awesome. Yes, very good.
Have you seen Novocaine?
Yes.
Oh,
Whoa.
okay. So, if you were to cast the killer in your book for
Ooh,
a series, a movie,
okay. Mhm.
or a fan made movie, because we know actors and directors, who would it be?
Hmm.
If
So,
okay, we're gonna put a spin on this question. All right, Sophia.
ooh,
How about this? We're gonna do an indie movie. We're
Sure.
gonna do an indie movie. We're not gonna do a Netflix film. We're not gonna do Amazon. We're not gonna do a big budget. We're gonna do an indie movie with all of your friends or people that you met either through comic book conventions or people in your life, and you, Tabby, are going to cast three of the main characters with people that you know. Okay,
no.
who would you cast? Who would you cast?
Oh, yikes. Hmm. Wow, that is really, really tough. There is a very sweet little kid who works at Starbucks, and he would be a fantastic Zeke, which is one of our minor characters. Honestly, Sophia, I think you would have to be part of Vappy's gang. I think
Oh,
you'd be
jeez!
fantastic.
And nobody even asked that question yet, but okay. Why is that? What?
So, so Vappy is a remarkably charismatic social media guy who is basically getting people to pay money to kill other people. He's having a great time, and the more things, so you pay money to get more like hits on your social media accounts, and if you bid enough money, you can actually part of a real life killing, which is super exciting. But he has people, much like Sophia, who are already there, like they're already totally involved. They're super excited about this, and they are having a party the whole entire time. I mean, they're barely flinching at the stuff that's happening. And I feel like, Sophia, I think you got that energy. You got that vibe.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That is awesome. I'm down.
Okay,
I'm down.
so one more.
Oh my gosh. Let me think.
Lewis is like, me, pick me.
Oh,
No, unless it's a cowboy bounty hunter ex wrestler, I'm in. But no.
I mean, to be fair, I think you would make a very good. There is a character called Devil Mask, and I think you would make a very fine Devil Mask. So,
Ooh,
Devil Mask. Okay,
Devil Mask.
elaborate on.
Bro, you're making her tell the whole story.
No, well, we gotta know. All right, whatever.
So
But
do you guys remember the old '80s like plastic masks with like the elastic?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all of Vappy's gang wears assorted masks of those type. So they've got like clowns and devils and all this other stuff and a black hoodie. That's all they wear. So they all wear these things. So Devil Mask is actually somebody who's a part of his production crew. And he's not quite sure what he's signed up for. And then he kind of realizes, oh, these actors are doing a great job. Like, my goodness, that's so realistic. And then, whoops.
Okay, that sounds about right for Lewis. You don't know what you're getting into with me anyway.
No, that's true. Believe you me. Believe you me. Hey, it's 1/2 the hour. That means it's time for unboxing. But that's brought to us by CH Square Collectibles. Sophia, are you ready?
Ready.
Once again, it's Unboxing with Sophia, brought to you by CH Square Collectibles. All right.
I got the last 2 packs of the big box.
Last 2 packs. All right, we got big money last week. And Tabby, we got really big money. Let's see what we got this week.
All right, Crown Zenith. Let's see what we got. Okay. All right, we got Pancham, Snowrun, Rockruff, Tangela, Baltoy. Ooh, Reverse Hollow Blossom.
Okay.
A non-hollow Blossom.
Okay.
Psychic Energy, Dusclops, Metang, and Switch Energy.
Now, you got a lot of doubles there. I remember some of those from previous weeks.
Yes, they are doubles because it's part of the same series.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Big money. Let's go.
Got Whalmer.
Okay.
Shinx.
Okay.
Corfish. Poniard. Seal. Ooh, a full art Bidoof. That's a really cool card.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, one of our mods could Guy please look them up and see if they're big money, please? That especially
an EVV full art. Very nice.
Very nice.
Fighting Energy, Friends in Sinnoh, Bloom, and Crushing Hammer.
Crushing Hammer. And once again, that was from CH Square Collectibles, 121 Jewett City in the Slater Hill Mall, where they're going to have a rock and roll guy from, I think, Megadeth or someone out there signing autographs shortly. Contact Chris and Aubrey. Oh, hey, Aubrey. How you doing?
Guy had a question.
Guy had a question. And don't worry, I'll get back there.
Yeah, sorry, Guy. My hands are tied on the comments.
Yeah, we have to straighten that out. Where is Guy's question? Where is it?
Right under thirsty.
Right under thirsty. There you go.
You guys, do you play any horror games like Phasmophobia or the Outlast Trials?
So yes, I play some. I'll be honest, I'm not as big a computer gamer. I'm kind of more a console gamer. Yeah, I was a little bit. I got a little too into some of the horror ones. So I actually picked up like a PS because I was like, oh, I need the newest version of Resident Evil, and it was so good.
That is awesome. Yes,
it was so good.
You are like rapidly becoming a part of our
Our
clan.
clan, yeah, for sure.
Yes,
for sure.
Awesome.
Yes,
you guys are so much more fun than the normal psychology people I deal with who are like, well, you can't really say that; it'll make people so scared and sad. So this is way better. Like,
wow, you even do voices. That's great. I mean, holy cow! Well, wait, just hang out with us a little bit more, and you'll be like, these people are crazy. I mean, we were driving down the road doing 55 miles per hour, and Sophia could not stop laughing as she's driving.
Oh, please send me those videos, dude.
I know. I have to finish editing them. Yeah,
we were singing in the car, and his phone kept falling over. I was laughing hysterically to the point where my eyes were watering.
Oh my god, that's awesome!
Yeah, coming back from our radio gig, and it was just a disaster. It was.
Yeah, I think it was hysterical.
My wife says, "What do you and Sophia do today?" Almost died. And
hey, almost dying is the best part of living. Come on, guys.
That's true.
Yes, it is. All right, what's your favorite choice of killing?
My favorite
of killing
of killing people?
No, favorite weapon of choice to kill.
Your
kill weapon. What, Sophia? What did you say?
Killing people.
Yeah, well, your favorite way to kill people. What's your favorite choice?
I really enjoy normal household objects.
Oh.
Just being honest.
Like bludgeoning.
I mean, I kind of. This is bad. Okay. So in one of the short stories that I'm about to release, it's not out yet. There's a whole sequence that happens in a kitchen, and kitchens are dangerous, y'all. Just saying, but. It's amazing what you can do with a basic kitchen towel.
A towel?
Yeah.
That's not what I was expecting. I just was like, when you wind it up and do that whip thing.
It's like a slap. Yeah, I mean, you can make a garrote. You can stuff it down somebody's throat. You can put it on something. You can light it on fire. Like, there's a lot you can do, honestly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I couldn't be left alone, really.
Okay. Very, very interesting.
And Void says, "Oh wait, Void."
This is fun. Go, girl.
Oh, wait! Did you just say "go, girl"? Oh my god!
It's the Denmarkian.
Oh yes, Void the Denmarkian.
Yes.
Sophia's special friend.
Ooh, boyfriend.
Email.
He's my boyfriend, and he lives in Denmark.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I want to show the thing he got me.
Oh yes, please go ahead.
I got this in the mail from him today. It's a special mug. It says, "Come on, focus. You'll forever be my always," and then it's our favorite Pokemon with our names.
Oh,
isn't that cute? I love it.
Oh.
So cute. Thank you, Void.
Oh.
Oh my. What is happening?
And then after we get off stream, Sophia's gonna look at me and say, "Lewis,
acknowledge me."
Acknowledge me. Yes. Oh my. You're ready.
And Void comes back and says, "You're very, very welcome." So, what's the plan on the books? You have 2 books out now. You have many other books that you have written. Is it going to be a complete whole series? How's it going?
So my hope is to do a whole series. I think the characters have a lot of mileage in them, which is really fun, and that's part of why I'm doing the little summer stories, just to kind of like get out of their typical kind of murdery thing that they're doing, and just do like like tropes and fun stuff like that. But yeah, I kind of have some nice ideas about where they could go, because when I read, I kind of think of those people as like my home for a little while. And I don't like when they go away. There's a term, it's called loose left, and that's the feeling of loss when the people in the book don't come back. So I don't want anyone to feel that way. Yeah.
When the people in your book don't come back, but you kill everybody.
Those people we don't want to see again, okay? Like, they're done.
Yeah, bye.
Right. Sorry, there's a lot of red shirts in my universe, guys. If you show up and you have the red shirt, just accept it and move on.
Oh my God. All right. So Guy wants to know, so which book is Sophia going to show up in?
Ooh, I would love to put you in a book, Sophia. I think that would be super duper fun.
That would be fun. Thank
Yeah.
you.
My goodness. I think that honestly, guys, I mean, I haven't explored anything with like like whether it's a podcast or something like that, and that would be kind of a fun thing for them to get involved in.
Yes, the Angry Geeks.
Ooh, that might be cool.
Oh, and Mango wants to know, is Sophia a killer or a victim?
Okay, a true artist never reveals their tricks.
Oh,
yeah, you're gonna have to find out.
Stay tuned.
Well, yeah, definitely stay tuned. All right, so the second book comes out. Is it already out? Is it coming out?
Yeah, the second book is out. Right now, what's releasing is I'm releasing short stories every week in July. They're free for the week. And then in August, I'm going to release a whole collection of short stories, but they're non-canonical. So it's not like you got to like jump in for a certain reason. But yeah, the first two are out. And my social media manager is pushing for the third book to be out by Christmas, but we'll see how much she pressures me.
All right.
Oh, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hi,
How
Mom.
are you? Everybody say hi to Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Mom, we're being good.
Gather together from the cosmic reaches of the universe. Gather together from the cosmic
What the hell? Promise, Mom, we're being good. We are
Mostly,
good. Sophia's
mostly.
always in good hands. And
Yes.
and Mango says hi, Mom. Joe McDonald comes back, and Joe says, "Murder in the Geek Lair when Lewis finds someone and has stolen his toys."
Yep.
For sure.
Severed hands.
Yes.
There'd be some severed
Yes.
hands.
Definitely severed hands. Joe
He definitely
McDonald
kills
also
someone.
says hi, Mom.
Yeah, kill someone with a Funko.
Actually, I only have a couple Funko here.
Choking on a Funko. Sounds fun.
There you go.
We did have a comment back here about the Terrifier movies. How do you feel about the Terrifier movies?
I think they're super fun. It's kind of funny because I hate body horror, but I watch it all the time because I hate myself, maybe. And the dude who plays the Terrifier is phenomenal. I love this guy. He's super fun. So, I mean, I think he's a blast, personally. It's not like whatever, that Sebastian Stan movie where he like eats people. It's not like that where you're like, ooh. It's it's just fun. It was a fun time. I enjoyed it.
I watched them together. We were laughing hysterically.
Right?
You're not supposed to laugh, but like the way that they were being killed was funny.
It was amazingly funny. I'm sorry.
Yeah. We're not supposed to be laughing, but
I'm going to just label it an appropriate coping mechanism.
Yes.
There we go.
All right, Guy comes back and says, it was so funny, LOL.
I can't wait for the fourth one. They're coming out with a fourth one.
Oh, seriously?
Yes.
I'm in.
Ben Hellman wants to know, have you seen Smash Cut, the horror movie?
I have not heard
that. Have not. Ooh. That's exciting.
Cut.
Wow, you just sounded like our sound bite there. You said, ooh. It's just like the sound cut.
That's so funny.
Oh, my God.
You looking for that soundbite?
No, I know exactly where it is. It's one of my favorite ones, but I'm not going to play
Guy
it.
did say up further, Sophia would always be the killer, never the victim. Can confirm.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that for you. Love it.
Yes, for sure. So, do you think if you're going to keep continuing with Deception on and keep it rolling, do you think it's ever going to end, or do you have an ending in mind? No spoilers, just do you have an ending in mind?
Hmm.
I have some arcs that I know where they're going to go, but I don't really have an ending in mind just because there's so many things that can happen and move. I mean, there are certain things that I know kind of need to fall in a certain place, but I think it can keep going.
Okay. Void says she is very bad at being the killer, though she forgets to kill her victim.
In video games, when I'm the murderer, I don't realize I'm the murderer, and we're all running around, and they're like, oh, it must be Sophia because she's not killing anyone. Oh yeah, oops, there it is. There's a sword. My bad. Forget to
No,
kill everyone.
That's all.
on the contrary,
Oh, I kill you though, Lewis.
yes,
I do. With bombs and trucks and
yes,
electrical power transformers and
yes. We're
See,
supposed to be no, we're
in
supposed to
Resident
be
Evil.
yes.
yes, yes.
Resident Evil 5, Sophia and
Yeah.
I, and what does she do? She gets me run over by a truck. Get, she blows me up with a grenade.
I stab you
Drops.
at some point.
She stabbed me.
God.
Yes,
It's
and
hysterical.
and no,
Yeah.
it's very, very, very bad.
And then my
And
friend Dark confirms it too. He knows.
yes, hey,
See,
we gotta pay. Well, we gotta pay some bills.
Mhm.
We'll be right back. Hey, it's Question of the Week. Question of the Week is brought to us by Alternate Universe LLC in Milford and New Haven. Yeah, we're gonna figure out this new platform pretty soon. And hey, every Wednesday is New Comic Book Day. If you don't have a local comic book shop in your neighborhood, contact Eric. He's an admin on the Angry Geeks Facebook page. Get a hold of him, send him a message. He'll get you comics. He'll mail them flat, just like Stan Lee did back in the day. Uncle Joe McDonald, Brother Joe, he knows exactly what I'm talking about. Tabby probably knows. Sophia, she doesn't know because she's a baby, as
Just
our
a
brother
baby.
DJs, yes, as they know, and he'll get it. Plus, he also has slabs, he has toys, he has statues. Eric and he also has Pokemon cards too. Just contact Eric. He will get you everything he needs or you need to you in the mail if you can't make it to Milford or New Haven. Tabby, you're our guest, so you get to answer our questions first.
Ooh.
Okay, so question number 1. Are you ready?
I am so ready.
Loud neighbors or nosy neighbors?
Hmm.
Loud neighbors or nosy neighbors?
Easier to kill the loud ones.
I like that spin.
Sophia, loud neighbors or nosy neighbors?
The ones that are closest to me know the answer to this would be loud neighbors that are outside screaming obscenities at 7 in the morning. I just cracked the crap out of my neck when I did that.
That's what that was. I heard
You
that.
heard that?
Yes.
Oh my god. Can someone clip that? Mango, can you
Oh
clip that
my
for
god.
me?
Yeah, man, go, please. All right. So we got Bill with one L
Hi,
says
Bill with one
aloha.
L.
Mango comes in and he says, if you kill loud ones, everyone else will know something happened to them. Oh,
Yeah, but if they're always loud, isn't it just like them blending into screaming anyway?
There you go. It's like killing people on 4th of July.
It
now,
blends in.
what did I say? What did I say during the introduction? If you want to know how to kill someone, this is our guest. This is your guest. This is the go-to person. Okay, so question number 2. Let's go to question number 2. Are you ready? Which one? General admission or assigned seats? General admission or assigned seats? Tabby?
I'm going to say at the rodeo, I prefer an assigned seat.
Okay. Sophia, general admission or assigned seats?
It depends on what the event is.
Oh, good answer.
I normally
Yeah.
like to have a seat because I'm so freaking short that when I go to a concert, I'm just staring at someone's back the whole time.
Right? Not
I
cool.
really thought you were going to say butt.
Butthole.
I'm going to have to say assigned seats as well. I mean, I like to know. I'm very much like my adopted little one here. I like to know where I'm going. I like to have plans. I like to
Yeah.
get where I have to
And it's
go
nice
on
to be able to
time.
put stuff under your seat so you're not carrying it the whole time.
Exactly. I need to
Mhm.
know, like, okay, this is where I'm going. That's like right now at the movie theater. I know if you got assigned seat. I know
And
where
it's secured.
Exactly. So,
Joe McDonald's answered on the first one.
Joe McDonald answered on the first one, and he said, "Blame it on the nosy ones."
Nosy ones.
Nosy ones. All right. And we have another boy comes up.
That's a clip.
That's a clip. Thank you very much. Very, very much. And then Mango comes back.
We gotta speed up that animation. That is way too slow.
Yes, we do. We definitely have to. We got a lot of stuff. Bill with one L comes by and said, I've been to an arena in GA who was banned, who's in Cincinnati, 1979.
The Who.
Okay. The Who. The Who. Okay. Mango comes in. It says, for movies and transportation, such as the bus or plane, I like assigned seating. Yes.
And Guy said something too.
And Guy says, assigned seating, making finding your victims.
Oh, yeah.
That guy. Mm-hmm.
That's a good idea. Yeah, you know where they're gonna be.
It's helpful.
All right.
Just
So,
make it easy.
Tabby, the book, physical copies. Our
Yes.
fans, as you can see, very interactive, very rabid. They, when it comes to comic books, when it comes to collectibles, they love to have the creators sign them. Are you available for signings? Are you going to be at a bookstore? Are you going to be at a convention because you are a comic geek? Are you going to be somewhere to sign these books when they come out in the physical copy? So, and would you be signing them in red ink?
Oh, yes.
What is that?
Red.
Marketing.
So-
Marketing. Hey, or if not, can they send these to a PO box to get them signed by you? Would you personalize them? What
Yeah.
is the charge? What does it cost? What
You're asking like a million questions, dude.
So
That's what I do. I'm a broadcast journalist.
So
My
a couple of
God.
things. So you can absolutely, if you want that, you can always hit me up on the website. Just send me a contact. Let me know what you want. I will personalize it. I will send it to your happy little home. I promise I will not show up. I will not harm you in any way. And I believe, thanks to the amazing Joe, I will actually be at Comic-Con potentially. So that might be pretty exciting. And we will be talking all things spooks and talking about publishing books and cool stuff. So that's also an option.
At Terracon or Rhode Island?
I think Rhode Island. I think that's what he said. And
we'll be there. We'll be there.
Oh my gosh. And for the books on the website, we're also doing blind date books. So if you want a book that's personalized, we will do that. But we also will do the blind date thing where we give you like a personalized bookmark and we'll wrap it up for you and we'll put stuff with it and like fun stuff. So yeah, so we're doing that too because we just want people to feel a little special, you know?
All right. Well, Layla comes in. Hello, Layla. And Layla says, do you do a blind date with a book?
Oh, yes, we do. So, yeah, so we're kind of doing it like that. And we're also going to look at, potentially doing some live stuff where people can also ask us about it and ask us about the books and go from there.
Wait a minute. I'm confused.
About what?
Wait. I'm confused now because what the hell is it? I know what a blind date is, but now Layla just said, "Do you do a blind date with a book?"
So
So,
blind
You
date
get
with a book.
killed
no,
with the book.
wait,
No,
wait.
it's fun.
Do,
So
do
in a
you go
blind date
on a
with a book.
date? Do you go
So
on a
here's what
date?
you do.
Letter
All
A's.
right. Here's what you do. So in blind date with the book, you get a book that's already wrapped up. You don't know what the book is going to be, so you're like super excited. It gives you like a little blurb, and you're kind of like you're taking it, you're pitching your shop, baby. All right. So you open the book up, and you're like, woo! And you get a new book, and you get to read it, and you have this wonderful experience. So we love that concept, and we know that some people really like having this particular book, and we like to add the theme stuff to it. So that's kind of what it is. So you can give it to somebody, and they don't really know quite what they're getting into, and then they get this really fun book. So that's what a blind date with a book is.
Okay, so it's like blind box, like or opening up Pokemon
Yes,
cards. You don't know what you're gonna get.
exactly.
That's so
Ah,
cool. I love that.
It's like super fun. Yeah, if you're a nerd like me, you're just like, wee, a book, and then you just like rub it and get your scent on it, and it's amazing.
Or you
all
sniff
right.
it. You gotta sniff it.
Right?
So,
You're like, yeah, it's great.
all right, let me pull this comment back up. Joe McDonald says, "Spoiler, that's being worked out with Master J, and maybe something else."
Oh.
Well, you just happen to be with the MC of
Ooh.
Multicons. So, yeah. Uh, so our paths will meet, lady. For sure. And all three of us, actually, because Sophia is never going to leave my side.
This is so exciting.
I can't wait.
Layla says they're so cool. And I was kind of getting my hopes up with a blind date there. I was like, hey,
With a book, dude. With a book.
what a
Joe said something else.
Joe said something else.
There you go.
Joe said RICC with other authors and tabs SMM details being finalized.
Very nice.
I really, really, really quick, especially with the shades on, thought SMM was something else.
Oh boy.
Wait, you thought too?
Wait, what did I agree to do? What?
Oh my god! And Layla says,
Wait, whoa. Your last name is De Pasquale? Is that how you say your
Layla,
last name? Pasquale?
date with yourself. Well,
Date with yourself.
yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Layla. I appreciate it. Oh my
That's what that
god.
means.
Oh, and Joe McDonald says
Social
media manager.
Layla D. Pasquale.
Oh,
It's Pasquale.
that's your social media manager.
That's my girl, LD.
Oh,
Well, I'm a derp. My bad.
oh,
Like, wait, what?
wait, what?
I said the name wrong.
She's awesome. She was our amazing theatrical, real gal. She makes awesome trailers.
Ooh, okay, cool.
Wow.
Hi, welcome in.
Yes, welcome. I mean, that trailer was awesome. When I saw it, I was like, oh yes. Joe McDonald says LD rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well, no, definitely for sure. So I had a blast with you here tonight. And is there anything that you want to add? I mean, this is your hour. You got 5 minutes left because we are recording for TV. This is going to be all through Amazon, on Roku. I don't know what Joe actually told you about us, but you're going to be international. We are seen all through, not just America. This is going through on Pod TV. We are international. It's everywhere. Plus, you're going to be heard all over the internet and everywhere else. Plus, on public access TV. What do you want to say to people about yourself?
I just hope people really enjoy the books. I will say the first two books, they're a blast. The first book, you're kind of learning about the people. The second book is Carnivals and Murder. Go team, okay?
Perfect.
Okay. But right now, for the month of July, we're doing Summerween in honor of Gravity Falls. Go team. And every Sunday, what I'm doing is I'm dropping a new short story. And it will star the people from the books, but it's non-canonical. So you can go on to Amazon. You can get that for free for the first 5 days. If you don't do that, hold off, okay? Because in August, I'm going to release all of them along with a bunch more. I don't want you paying for something twice because, as you can see, I love comics and I get really mad when they bundle them and they don't explain it to me first. So those are going to be there. They're going to be really fun. So if you're somebody who likes horror and you really enjoy kind of a good mystery and you like your characters, it's a fun romp. As you guys know, I love comics. I love horror. So there's a lot of references in there. We have characters who really, really enjoy horror movies and talk about them throughout the book. We have people who really have certain comic book characters they enjoy and they talk about that. So it's kind of just fun to, kind of hang out with them and see where things go.
Okay. Now,
Awesome.
you brought up comics a couple times, and we do have another comment. The next
It's an
Dark Penny.
emote.
Okay. Do you think that we can bring this into the comic world and actually make it into a graphic novel?
I think it would be awesome, honestly. I think that would be super duper fun. And I've thought about it a little bit. It's funny because LD had put up some pictures to tell people what we thought the characters would look like. And it kind of got us thinking about that and seeing, like, wow, what would that be like? I mean, honestly, Deception would be really cool as a graphic novel just because of there's one scene where these like decaying ballerinas come out and they're all sort of dancing around to like this really creepy, music box, and they've got their mouths are just like full of this black stuff that's hanging out, and like I'd
That
like
sounds
to
so
see
cool.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ruth, are
So
you okay? Did I break you? I'm sorry.
no. You. It takes a lot to break me, lady. It takes a
Awesome.
lot. No, I'm kidding. It takes a lot. Guy just comes in with a smiley face. Sophia, do you have anything before we wrap up?
Joe said something. No. Other than like to post. I mean, talk about the social media platforms because we're 3 minutes away from 8 o'clock.
Yes. Joe says Lewis and I may know some people. Oh yeah, we do know some people. Yes. So without further ado, Sophia, please tell everyone. First,
Hmm.
no, we forgot our guest, Tabby. Please tell everyone when they can find you online.
Hi, so you can find me online on Facebook. I'm author Tabitha Winters. You can also find me, same thing on Instagram, author Tabitha Winters, and on TikTok. So feel free to check those out. Feel free to go to the website, tabithawinters.com. I do check it constantly. I'll be honest, when somebody sends me something, I absolutely consider it. And if you send me a really fun idea and we agree to use it, if you let me, I'll kill you in a buck. So there you go.
Ooh.
Wow. All right, Sophia.
Yes.
Where can they find you, your business, and us?
Okay, you can find me at Sophia Cormier on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, Blue Sky, YouTube, Cameo, and you can find my sign company, Brushstroke Sign Design. I do custom decals on the same platforms, and you can find us, the Angry Geeks, on the same platforms as well, and theangrygeekshow.com.
Hey, and I can't find the outro. So I want to thank everybody. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with Sophia and I this week. Tabby, I want you to hang out for a couple seconds before we go off air. And I want to say South Hadley, Greenfield, Foxborough, our other public access stations, thank you for tuning in every week. I really appreciate it. Pod TV, I want to thank you guys for tuning in, watching us, and all over the world. And WSRS 93.9 The River. Thank you guys for having us on every month for Nerd Wars. I'm Lewis, and this is the one and only Sophia. We are the Angry Geeks. I am one cool devil. She's one hot angel. We bring podcasting to a whole new level. You'll see me at South Coast Comic and Toy Show this weekend. And then Sophia and I are popping up somewhere the following weekend where we're going to be. Yeah, you'll see. You'll see. We're going to be somewhere hanging and banging and having some fun. And then Colorado Springs Comic Con. Here I come. We'll see you guys soon. Bye.